guys? It's 649 Ways to Die, and I am bringing you a body bag for my debut on ULM. So, we are going to change the versus recorder color to orange, because orange is fun. And I am fighting the ancient Relicanth, one of my friends from Ninetales Commander's chat. So, I lead off with Fender the Steelix, because he causes fender benders. Yeah, that's how uncreative I am. But Gardevoir's going to trade Sturdy, which is kind of lame. And I figured he'd probably go for something like Focus Blast or Will-O-Wisp or something to either hurt or cripple my Steelix. But it's all good because I have somebody special on this team to heal my fender bender right up. So I'm going to go for the Stealth Cox because I need some Stealth Cox and Gardevoir wants some, so that's why I did that. And I'm just going to switch right out into my Ding-a-ling-ling, because Steelix obviously cannot take another Focus Blast, and Ching-Ling is so pro that it can take about 5 more. So, he's going to switch right out into his Mandibuzz, thinking I'm going to do, like, the whole Trick Room setup annoying thing. Now, I'm just going to go straight for the Wish, because I need my Steelix healed up. And switching into his Mandibuzz might have been one of the worst things he could have done, honestly, because now I can just switch right back into my Fender, and let him receive that Wish, because Mandibuzz really can't touch Steelix, because all it can do is Toxic or Will-O-Wisp. But unfortunately, I can't really touch Mandibuzz, because all I have is Iron Tail. I don't run Stone Edge, because Grass is a fairly common type in RU. So yeah. So he's gonna switch right out into his Sceptile, and like I said, I run Iron Tail to hit Grass types harder than Stone Edge because of the stab and whatnot, and yeah, that does a pretty nice chunk of damage. And honestly here, I probably could have stayed in because, I mean, it could have been dangerous if he was running Focus Blast. Jeez, can't talk. But he just goes for the Giga Drain to hit Mandibuzz pretty hard. Actually, not really hard at all. That did. Let's see it. Let's see how much that did. That did, what, 61 damage, I think? It looked like 61. It looked like it. So I could have just gone for Brave Bird, but being me, I thought he was going to start, like, subbing and stuff, and I just wanted to see if he would, and I go for Toxic. Probably, it wasn't the best play, but then again, it doesn't really change how the battle's going to go, and etc. So, he gets Leech Seed health, and Toxic damage, and etc. And this is taking forever. Hurry up! Jeez. Okay, so he goes for a Dragon Pulse, which was my one question for this game. Like, I had no idea why he was running Dragon Pulse on a Sceptile in RU. There's only, like, 2 dragons in the whole tier, so that was my puzzler, you know, whatever. So I just go for Brave Bird and finish that Sceptile off pretty easily. And he sends in his Galvantula, and that's going to take some nice damage from them Stealth Cocks. Yeah. No. Okay, so I switch out and back out into my Steelix, because Steelix can take any hit this Galvantula wants to give me. He's going to go for the Bug Buzz, which wouldn't have taken out my Mandibuzz from the range it was at, because, you know, that's just how I do it. Even if it was, like, modest, it wouldn't have taken me out. I think this thing's timid. So, I switch Steelix in, he gets for Bug Buzz, doesn't do much. He goes for the Energy Ball, and does kind of almost the same, actually. So I'm just going to roar him out, because I don't want to leave. I don't want him in here, because Fender will die if I don't roar him out or something like that. So he's going to trade Sturdy. He can't get anything out of Sturdy anymore. And at this point, I was kind of, well, after what's about to happen, I was fairly certain this was actually going to be a Scarf set. So I'm going to switch back into my Ching-Ling. Thankfully, he doesn't have Shadow Ball, so he just goes for the Thunderbolt, which is kind of weird, because I thought that Gardevoir usually did have Shadow Ball, but, you know, whatever. So I'm just going to go for a Thunder Wave now, and since he kept spamming Thunderbolt, that's why I thought it was choiced in some way, so I just went for the T-Wave. And I'm going to have to switch out, because otherwise my Ching-Ling's going to die, and I kind of want to keep him alive. And I go out into my main Ectric here, which receives a +1 special attack off of Lightning Rod ability. And so he's going to switch, which was very, very obvious. I'm not sure what I was thinking. This is a pretty bad play on my part. I just go for the Thunderbolt. No idea why. He had to switch, or he was just going to start boosting my special attack. So that was my, dumb play of the game. And I thought he'd probably be scarfed like a lot of crocodiles are. But unfortunately for me, it's an Own Claws set, and I bring in my Chingling because I thought he'd lock himself in the EQ. But, I have to fodder Chingling now because there's not much I can do. And what have you. So that's going to be 5/5 at the moment. And his Crocodile gets a boost from Moxie and Life Orb damage and etc. Hurry up, God. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. This is going to be my debut battle for the ULM, and I'm going to leave a channel link to Ancient Relicanth in the description. Go check him out. He's good, but I think he just caught off guard a little bit. So, yeah, see you guys later.